take them.
Thanks for that.
Hello everybody. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another episode of Salam Cafe.
The award-winning Salam Cafe.
For those of you who missed our special antennas episode of Salam Cafe last week,
You missed out on a lot.
Salam Cafe was nominated for 2 antenna awards, which are the National Community Television Awards, nominated for 3 and won 2. Best culturally diverse and best faith-based. So
Ahmed, you can actually check out the pictures on our website if I'm not wrong. I saw them myself and I reckon they're pretty cool.
Some groovy pictures on there.
all right, now
Groovy. I just wanted to say one thing. Sister over here has a Christian Dior hijab on.
Wow.
Pretty groovy. Because if you zoom in,
We've got little...
it's got Christian Dior all over it.
well, Salam Cafe to go will be covering that topic very shortly. But first, let's introduce the panel. Tasneem Chopra.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Nazim, of course, Hussain, star of Salam Cafe to go, our most popular segment.
Yeah, well.
And we've got a new panellist here tonight, Brina Rafferty-Brown.
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Brina.
I'm a student at Melbourne Uni. I'm studying linguistics.
She looks like Susan Cullen, and that's why she's on the panel, huh?
No, she's not that point. This is
No, different person.
It's like on those soapies when someone, dies, one of the actors, that's... terrible thing to say.
Rumbly.
Well,
Susan is sending us an email.
well, Susan and Walida and Ahmed are all alive and well. And Toltu Tufa.
Yeah, it's good to... You got my name right this week.
And Assad up on the...
Sorry, I'm
just polishing the antenna
our
awards.
award. That's right.
Okay, well, getting back to the hijab issue with Tasneem's Christian Dior hijab, let's have a look at Salam Cafe to go this week.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you.
We have a wide selection of drinks for you to buy. What would you like to buy?
I'll just get a short black thing.
Short black? Okay. That will cost you $2.50 Australian cents. Do you have that? Do you understand? $2.50. That's, let me write it down for you.
Okay.
That's $2.50?
Yes, I understand.
You understand?
Yeah.
Oh, well done. That's correct. Just wait 2 minutes and I make it for you. Yoo-hoo! Your coffee is ready to drink. Here you go. Just remember, it's very hot. Be careful and look great today. Check out that hat.
That's a mad hat. Where'd you get that hat from?
Well, I reckon we should split it up 4 ways. Just a question off the topic. Like, with your head towel, the headscarf, do you actually have, hair underneath? Do you
No, I'm completely bald.
Are you serious? So all bald people wear the headscarf? I knew it! I knew it!
I'm joking.
Are you joking?
I really do have hair.
Oh, you have it? Oh.
Hey, I need some change. Have you got some change? Have you got change for a 10? 10? A 10?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
You're shouting.
You've got that thing on. You can't hear me.
I can hear you.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, I need some change.
Oh, I have a question then. Like when you shower with that thing on, do you have to use really powerful shampoo so you can get your hair clean underneath?
No, I can actually take it off.
It comes off?
Yeah, before I go into the shower.
That's amazing.
Okay. That
Surely
makes
fascinating.
sense.
Oh, she is the Bombay. Hey, what are you doing, you towel head? Go back to your damn country.
From Australia.
Well, I am Australian citizen of 3 months, so get out and take your towel with you.
Well, R-E-S-P-E-C-T, that's what it's all about, it seems.
R-E-C-T-E-P.
No, seriously, guys, I think as funny as it is, there is an element of truth to it that a lot of people, I can speak for myself, all 2 hands up in the air, that yes, people, that there are a lot of misconceptions, and I think, I don't know, girls, you can probably relate to it a lot, and the girls at home too.
I can actually relate to one of them. Like, I'm not a girl, obviously. I'm just, in case you didn't know, I'm not. But I have a sister.
I think your beard might give that away, doesn't it?
Well, just in case. Anyway, I've got a sister, and when we go to the supermarket sometimes, a lot of the time, like when she's paying for the whatever, they talk to me in a normal voice, and then when they're going, they're talking to my sister, that'll be $2.50. Or that's where we sort of got the idea from. They just raise their voice just, a degree, and then just assuming that this thin layer of.
So, Tasneem, what do you think about that?
I've had similar experiences in the bank where I've been told to sign this document and come back with your husband. So I'm like, yep, I'll do that. And they reel back when I...
So, do you actually have ears under there, or?
Yes, I do.
Okay, just clarifying.
I have holes in my scarf so that I can hear,
A
actually.
friend of mine was actually asked that once. Not could she hear, but did she have ears underneath? They thought it might be a
some sort of bandage
deformity.
for
No,
a
we are
medical...
not. Yeah, well, I said we can definitely tell people we are not Van Goghs. We have our we have our own ears.
What to clarify is people think that you wear it all day, every day, even when you're at home.
No, I think that's
very important.
That's really important because the actual hijab is a covering, but Muslim women wear it in public. That's the only place that we wear it. At home with our families, with our fathers and our brothers and husbands if you're married, and children and whatever. We don't wear hijab in front of them. We're just in normal t-shirt, shorts, pants, jeans, whatever you wear at home. It's when we go out into the public that we wear the hijab.
And if you're with a group of just women, do you have to wear it?
No, not necessarily. You don't need to wear it. It's pretty... If someone explained it to me in a way like this, you wear the hijab in front of people who you can technically marry. That means men, so men are all
women.
Yeah, so we technically we cannot marry other women according to Islam. So yes, we can.
Another point, sorry. Just young children aren't either required to wear the hijab. A lot of people expect that girls, once they're born, they've got to put a scarf on their head, which they don't.
Born with a scarf on your head.
You're not born with it, right?
It's usually around the ages of, puberty or adolescent that a young girl would start to wear the hijab, and even then, it can't be forced.
A funny thing that was said about the hijab was this girl went up to my sister and said, so, like, do you wear a different colour when you're feeling happy or you're sad?
When you're feeling sad.
Moon
Well,
hijab.
actually, quite a few friends of mine and my grandparents as well, because they come from a Catholic background, they wanted to know if there's certain colours that you have to wear and a certain way that you have to wear it, like with a lot of Catholic nuns.
Or if you're like holy, you wear like a holier colour.
Well, I was working in Alice Springs for 6 months, and I remember some Aboriginal patients, because I'm a doctor, and they were in the waiting room, and I could hear them, because my wife was probably one of 2 people wearing hijab in Alice at that time, and I could hear them saying, oh yeah, I saw this nun walking down the street, but she had 3 children with her. And the other guy goes, no mate, nuns aren't allowed to have children.
You ain't none.
And my wife was teaching, she's a teacher, and she was doing emergency teaching up there in Alice, and one of the kids goes, I had baby Jesus' mother teaching us today. So Shireen actually said, I wish more people would see me in that light, because it's true. Like, if you see a nun, you think of someone respectable, holy. And if you're wearing hijab, it's the same thing. But unfortunately, that connotation of respectable and holy just isn't there. It's like, oh, who forced her to wear it? But anyhow.
Yeah, well, I
I've actually had quite a few positive experiences wearing the hijab. Like, I mean, apart from the fact that it means that all my friends know that I'm Muslim, like a lot of them really want to know how you put it on.
The curiosity factor.
Yeah, and they can ask me because I'm a close
Well, it
friend.
looks like we can. It's a very interesting topic, but we're getting the wind up, so we'll be back after the break with a very interesting guest. Keep tuned. Welcome back to Salam Cafe with our guest today, who's studying film and television production right here at RMIT. One of our crew members on Salam Cafe, and a very familiar face for you all from our very popular segment, Salam Cafe To Go. We've got Verity Peterson here today with us as a guest.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks, yeah.
We'll speak very slowly for Verity.
Yeah, no, I can speak English, it's okay.
We've got Salam Cafe To Go all over the panel here tonight. What's going
They're
on?
taking over. I'm very concerned.
They're not to go, they're to stay. Now,
Okay, I said they won't take your job.
That's all right.
So, Verity, I understand that you're a film producer. Can you tell me what impact film and television has had on your life and your career?
Okay, well, I'm fresh out of high school, so last year I was doing media at school, and we had to make a short film, and this was before I was Muslim.
You made a film in high school?
Yeah, in high school, so in year 12 for media. So it was before I was
In
Muslim.
high school, I might have read a book. Pretty good.
Yeah, great opportunity.
You read the entire book?
So what was the...
So I decided to make a film about Muslim revert, which was kind of new, and that's actually what kind of led me to Islam, because I was able to research a documentary, and I learned a lot about Islam that way.
I think we know the subject. Who was the subject of your
It's
documentary?
actually Susan. So
Susan is in everything. I've been very concerned about her.
So how did you find out about Susan?
well, I rang up ICV, and I just said, I'm the Islamic Council of Victoria, and I said, I'm wanting to make a documentary about a revert, and they just gave me her number, and I called her up, and she was really enthusiastic to do it, so that was great.
And film, and when you go to, I'll say the average typical high school, the subjects that they offer you is English, math, science, so on and so, but film, that's pretty out there.
Yeah,
It's
it was
good
me. I
stuff.
did a wide variety of subjects. I did multimedia, media, and theatre studies, and I did all of the really fun subjects, and everyone else was doing maths.
Fun.
No.
So how are you finding your studies here? Film and TV production isn't a very, common course, I guess. And
How did your career
how do you find the studies here at RMIT?
I'm really loving the course. It's everything that I wanted to do, because it's so hands-on.
Is it a big group of people?
No, it's a really popular course. They get about, I think, 500 people, but they can only let 50 in. So
Wow.
it's
Well done.
The chosen ones, so to speak.
It's
So
been
was
a
this
good.
always your career choice, your aspiration?
Yeah, when I was a bit younger, I wanted to do advertising, but then as I slowly moved on, I realised
And
I
what
wanted to do.
inspired that start? Even the advertising, what put all that on?
I guess just being brought up in the family that I've been brought up in. My mum's a media and drama teacher, and
It's
so
in the blood.
Does she do your assignments and everything like that?
no, I can do them on my own.
And what have some of the projects been like? What projects have you done so far?
Well, I made the film about Susan, and for this course at the moment, I'm writing a script for a film that I'm doing this semester about a Muslim revert also. But it's a drama, and it's
When you say revert, you mean someone,
someone
that's just become a Muslim?
Yeah, someone that's just become a Muslim.
How do you find working on Salam Cafe?
When we do this Salam Cafe To Go stuff, trust me, we just muck around, this, that, and they have probably 24 hours worth of footage, and she chops it up and I don't know how you do it.
Actually, I've got to say, how difficult is Nazim to work on?
Hey.
He looked out of control.
Many times I've decided to quit just because it's so difficult to work with.
So where would you classify Salam Cafe in the genre of filmmaking? Are we a documentary? Are we a docudrama? Are we comedy? Are we... Where are
Salam Cafe To Go is I think it's a little bit experimental, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that's correct. So
We're established.
Slam tennis, not bad.
And also, for those of you who don't know, Verity is actually, if you like our website, Verity designed it. That's one of your other hobbies, isn't it?
That's right. I'm planning, inshallah, God willing, to do a multimedia course after I finish this one, and then sort of work freelance doing web design and filmmaking sort of stuff.
So with this script, Verity, I mean, I'd imagine it'd be pretty hard work.
Not really.
Not really?
No. No, I love
Making
it.
a movie.
So you work on it all by yourself, or is it?
Yeah, it's my own production. It's my own film. I have a crew. When I make it, I have a crew of people who work for me. So I'll have a camera operator and a lighting designer, and I just basically have to sit there and tell them.
You were saying you got like 3 filming days, right? And so you do the whole movie in just 3 days.
It's
all filming.
4 filming days, but I mean the film's like between 7 to 10 minutes, so it's not that difficult.
So who's your favourite? You must have a favourite director.
I'd have to say probably Quentin Tarantino.
What about Jehad upstairs who does
Of course.
He's pretty good. I've seen some of his work. It's particularly good.
Hey Jehad.
Who's the subject of your film this time around?
Well, as it's a drama, I'll be casting.
Do you need actors? Because I'm sure.
There's people at home who I'm
Maybe,
sure would love
maybe
to be
you
in
can
your
get
movie.
people-
You never
Yeah.
know, we might get emails.
Yeah, I'll be holding auditions soon, so
Can people
Contact Salam Cafe if you want to audition for Verity's movie.
I'm going to audition.
Would you allow that?
yeah, for sure. Like you guys can come down to
We're
the.
promoting the Commonwealth Games casting call last week. Now we can promote.
Yeah, exactly.
your
So
casting
I'll be
call.
holding auditions soon.
So
So.
when you watch movies now after doing this course, or like whilst you're in the middle of it, do you sort of not enjoy the film as much because you're looking at camera angles and the music levels?
Yeah, it gets to be really bad. I can't even go to the cinema and watch a film anymore because I just judge it and I'm like, no, that shot wasn't right. So.
People think a 5 to 7 minute film, like, oh, that's not really, how long is that? How hard can that be? But how many hours of like screenplay writing and research and just technical setup go into something like a 5 to 7 minute film?
Definitely, it's actually a lot harder because you have to condense this idea into that amount of space, and sometimes the idea has to just be really, creative and snappy because it has to fit into that short space.
And people have to enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly.
And do you edit your own stuff, or do you get someone else to be really ruthless?
No, I'll be editing the film that I make.
I'm watching this wedding video from India, and and I'm serious. They had the groom here, and the bride was like a flower going around.
Yes.
Like that. Do you do that sort of editing? Or?
No, I'm
the
quite
bride
against.
the bouncing ball going across the
Yeah,
screen.
no, I'm quite against all of the tacky editing.
Wedding
Yeah.
editing, that's an art in itself. It's a science in itself. How could you make it as tacky as you can? Like, it's just...
No, I think you need to take a sabbatical to go to Bollywood, pick up a few tips.
Maybe we can anticipate Salam Cafe the movie.
Yeah, that's possible one day.
Yeah.
So with the course, you learn about like you could basically make a film from start to finish.
Definitely. We have a TV TV studio in our building. We have a cinema, so we basically do all of the subjects. Like, it's so comprehensive. We have so many different subjects: lighting, sound, camera.
Do you have like a hill that says RMIT, in big white letters?
RMIT.
No, it's not that severe.
Where to from now? What does the future hold for you?
Well, inshallah, God willing, I'm just wanting to get all this done and do multimedia, and because I love the web design stuff too.
So moving from winning an antenna on this show, would you like to win an Oscar? You can only go up from
Possibly
here.
one day.
So how many years will all of that take you?
Well, I've got 2 more years of this course, and then from there, it'll probably I'll either do just the diploma, which will only be like 1 year, or I can do the degree, which will be longer. So.
No, it's really good to hear. Like it's an area that many people probably haven't really thought about being involved with, and just working with all the crew here at RMITV, I can really attest that they're all true professionals, and it's there's a lot more to it than you'd think, and
It's not as easy as it looks. As amateurs, I think we can say, like, my experience is just pretty much my camcorder recording, pretty show
Wobbling
shots.
up and down.
Yeah, something like that.
From Subway Country, though.
But you can appreciate it more, I think, when you see people pros at work and when they make us look as good as we do on Salam Cafe. Thank you. Good stuff.
It's very exciting also to have a Muslim filmmaker in our midst, because there have been a lot of films about Muslims, but most of them have not been produced by Muslims. So I think when someone like Verity would conduct a field research and decide to do a film on Muslims, it'll bring a different perspective, and that could be interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe you can work for one of the current affair programs. Who knows?
Yeah, change some of the stuff that's been coming through.
But your work cut out.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, you've hit the big time, Verity. Channel 31, Salam Cafe.
Award-winning.
And I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of Verity on Salam Cafe to go. And everybody check out the website, www.salamcafe.com.au. It's all Verity's work.
It's awesome.
And,
the website.
yeah, she's done a great job with the web design. And we'll be back after the break with more Salam Cafe.
We hope to see you soon.
Thanks.
It was a great interview with Verity Peterson. With talent like that on the crew of Salam Cafe,
The sky's the limit.
that's yeah.
The sky's the limit.
It really helpful because we certainly couldn't do it without them. So back here on the panel, wrapping up now. Bryn, tell us a little bit more about yourself. I heard you on the radio the other day talking to John Fain on the Conversation Hour. You've been involved with some interesting projects lately.
Yeah, I was on the Conversation Hour the other day chatting about a peace vigil that was held at Federation Square 2 or 3 weeks ago now.
Mm-hmm.
I recently went on this to the 2nd annual Jewish Christian Muslim Conference of Australia.
Mm-hmm.
JCMA? JCMA.
JCMA, Jewish Christian Muslim Australia.
I'd highly recommend it to any Jews, Christians or Muslims out there.
Or Australians.
Or well, you have to be one of the three. But it was really fantastic. But we came back on the night of the London mobbings, which was not so fantastic. It was not very nice at all. But during the conference, we formed a lot of friendships and basically made the resolution to work together more as a community, as the Melbourne community, sort of recognising our similarities. And one of the similarities, obviously, is respect for life.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely across the board. So when we got back from the conference, we basically called a lot of friends, sent out a lot of emails, and ended up with over 200 people including atheist and agnostic. There were over 12 different faith groups.
Wow. Okay, so this is at Federation Square.
Yeah, yep.
Just after the bombings as a peace vigil.
Yep, on the Sunday afternoon after.
So when you say we organised, who's we?
Well, it was supported by. It was basically a group of friends. There was myself, we called up people from the conference. I had a close Baha'i, Buddhist, Quaker and Hindu friend. And so there was sort of
a group of people to get together. Anyone can make it.
And then did a lot of people, you were there in Federation Square, did a lot of, it actually, I saw it on the news as well, did a lot of people who were just passing by come and join in?
Yeah, there was some fantastic, there were a lot of different characters. People from all over the place came along, lit a candle, signed a statement and had a chat.
I had tremendous feedback. I heard it was a wonderful event.
It's amazing how strong community is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing just giving people the opportunity to come together and just sort of and get to know each other and to realise that we all
Speaking of getting to know one another and communicating, we're actually communicating with everyone all over the globe with our new live streaming at www.salamcafe.com.au.
What does that mean?
You can watch the
Live
episodes
stream.
on the internet. So you can
Define live streaming to those of us.
I think you need broadband, but you can watch Salam Cafe on your computer if you don't get reception to C31 and if you're in another country.
Yeah, and actually on that topic, we've got a couple of viewers that have emailed us in from other countries who have watched it on the
watching
internet.
us
So
from all over the world.
we've had a couple from Rome and from what was it, Jordan, Amman previously. We've got one from Holland. This is James Inglis has said, "Oh, thank God, what a breath of fresh air. Thank you all. You're all a godsend." So thanks, James. We've got one from the UK.
Thanks,
one from the UK. This is from Ali. He says, "Salam, I came across your website, which, can I add, is excellent. Thanks to Verity. All credit to the designer. Your show is an excellent idea, both entertaining to young and old." And he watched the Salam Cafe to Go segment and laughed all night. and he says here they've got nothing like that in the UK, so we're doing better than the United Kingdom.
Now, just to let everybody know, we'll be back in 2 weeks. We're going to have a week off next week. We'll be off the air due to programming reasons beyond our control. So if you're trying to tune in next Monday night, there will be no Salam Cafe, but don't despair. We'll be back again the week after, and just keep tuned to the website
Just keep watching
for all
the
developments. And yeah, you can, as Nazim said, you can watch it on the web.
If you miss us that much, you can just watch episode 5 over and over and over again.
And we're always repeating at 5:30 on Saturdays.
And 2 a.m. on Saturday morning as well.
Yeah, 2 a.m. So yeah, Friday night 2 a.m. if you want.
Email us as well. We'd love to hear from you. Mail at salamcafe.com.au.
Okay, thanks everyone. Great show, and we'll see you again next week. Now in 2 weeks. Salam alaikum.
Salam guys. Evet.
Evet.
There we go.